So we go from that opening to Hayes getting all his stuff into the first match where we get Ranger Ross who defeats Jim Bryant. So, this match, I don't have much comments about it, but JR mentioned that the NWA would be at the Pontiac Silverdome on June 11th. So I did some looking at what the attendance may have been at the Silverdome. Okay?
Haven't they learned when it was in a Superdome?
Well, Harper, if you remember, the Superdome had about 5,000 in attendance, right? Now,
and
4,000
didn't even fucking pay.
4,000 were giveaways, but they had 5,000. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
So again, I did some looking because this match is a nothing happening match.
Maybe they were getting prepared for 2020 and how you had to social distance a crowd.
Yeah, really.
So I did some looking at what the attendance may have been at the Silverdome. And for those who don't know, for our international audience, the Silverdome is no longer, but it's the former home of our friend out there, David Jordan, and CMU Brent, Patreon members, Hall of Fame Patreon member David Jordan. It is the former home of the Detroit Lions. They used to play there for many years. And of course,
the Detroit Pistons, son.
Pistons played there. And of course, for all those who are WWF fans, you would know that WrestleMania was held there with the, quote unquote, largest crowd ever at the time, which was a work, but whatever. I'm not trying to get into that. But anyway, so football capacity at the Silverdome was approximately 80,000 people. Okay. So it was comparable in size to the Superdome, in my opinion, when you're talking about football capacity. But
it's an NFL stadium.
NFL stadium. You're going to love this, Harper.
Well, hold on. And this is coming on the heels of the Sheep just destroying wrestling in Detroit anyway.
Right.
So if you're going to go in there and draw, you better have Hogan and Andre, right?
Yeah.
So let me do this. I'm going to give you a guess, Doc, and hopefully you didn't look it up while I was talking.
I didn't look up shit.
What do you think the reported attendance was that night in the Silverdome on June 11th?
7,300.
All right,
3,000.
Okay, so according to Dave Meltzer, hold your gasp when I say this. The reported attendance that night in the Silverdome was 878 people.
Jesus!
Oh no! Oh no!
That gets the Paulie Walnuts, son of a bitch!
They could put that in the fucking high school gym.
The Silverdome, 878.
That's a Wildcat show.
That's worse than a Wildcat show.
Right? I don't understand. But they must love pain, bro. They must love fucking like the fucking dominatrix shit. They must love to have someone sit on their balls and fucking beat the shit out of them. Why you just go to like a college-sized building that holds like 7,000 people, like a UNO.
You don't need that many.
Yeah, I mean that's all you need, bro.
Harper.
Jesus.
If you're going to draw like that, you said it best. You just need the high school.
Yeah, I mean, God, how sad is that?
800.
Okay. So here's the thing. I must say something that I haven't really thought about, but you know what? We're 5 years in, and it's worked for me so far. I literally think that if you gave us 6 weeks, no pandemic, the three of us could promote a show in Detroit and draw more people.
That's fucking crazy, man.
I
guess that's a true number.
You know how many wrestling shows I've put on in my life?
None. That's crazy, bro.
And I think we could get more than 800 people there.
How in the fuck do you go out there?
You don't even go, man. I'm telling you that you can't. I knew they were writing a check to get out of the building that night, but come on.
Imagine how much it costs to rent that building, turn the lights on, pay everybody, the security, concessions, parking, people.
And that's in Detroit. You got to imagine the union was involved.
Yeah, for real. Oh,
I didn't even look up the card, but I'm just, here's what made me look it up. Like, I heard JR mention the Silverdome, and I'm like, I remember this era of NWA, and I don't ever remember hearing, oh, Pontiac, they went to the Pontiac Silverdome and they drew 10,000. Like, I don't ever remember hearing that. So I was like, hold on, let me see if I can find some results on this. And Meltzer reported 878. I found another report that said 930, whoop-de-woo, 50 more people. That's not really breaking it. But so, I mean, literally, let's assume that 878 may even be inflated a little. Like, that, I mean, you want to dude, I've seen what that amount of people looks like in a stadium that big. You know what it looks like? The New Orleans Saints are only allowed to put 750 people in a dome right now. I saw how that looked Monday night. That looks like nobody's there.
Bruh, you need 20 to 25,000 to even make it appear doable.
Yes. How do you fucking go out there?
How does somebody
being in that locker room, everyone just like looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on here? Well, how did it get to this?
Here's the other thing. If somebody was truly at the head of the ship, somebody's got to lose their job over that.
Oh, God, heads would fucking roll. Are you fucking... The whole fucking office staff would be out of there. This would be fucking totally unacceptable.
Hold on. I'm trying to look up the card for that night.
Imagine the amount of just losers running that place. When not only did you do it, but then you just kind of just looked at the ground and kind of looked at your shoes like, oh, well, that sucks.
All right, here, y'all ready to hear the card?
Because here's the thing. I think me and Harper are madder about this than they were.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're still getting the fucking check. It's a guaranteed fucking pay. So it doesn't matter if it's 800.
I'm not talking about the wrestlers. I'm talking about the shitheads that are promoting this shit.
Yeah. Like, how can you fucking... I don't... That's fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking nuts.
Y'all want to hear the card?
I'm depressed.
The card the card for that night: Scott Steiner versus Mike Rotunda.
Okay,
that's a good match.
Yeah,
just wait, it gets better.
And we're in Michigan.
Okay, it gets better. Eddie Gilbert versus Kevin Sullivan.
There you go.
Tape fist match. That one was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, it gets even better. Ricky Steamboat versus the Great Muta.
Oh fuck! That's gotta be. That's fucking badass.
The Road Warriors versus the Samoan SWAT team.
Okay.
Lex Luger versus Michael Hayes.
Yep.
Now, it also says, but it doesn't say who they faced, was Ricky Santana was on the card, Shane Douglas, and Johnny Ace. I'm sure there were others, but that card I just read you, that's a nice card.
Yeah. That's crazy. They should have had this shit like the Sam Houston Coliseum or something.
They even said it was Family Appreciation Day. All kids' tickets were $5, and they still could only put 900 people in there.
That's fucking crazy. Why go way the fuck up there?
Mm-hmm. Well, they were in Michigan. They also were in Saginaw on the Civic Center on the 10th, the night of this show. I don't know how big the Civic Center in Saginaw is, but it says that one drew 1,000. So
they outdrew Detroit in Saginaw.
According to the site I'm looking at, yes.
They're doing everything wrong.
I don't need a spreadsheet. I don't need a spreadsheet and a PowerPoint presentation and all kinds of cool new digital software and AI to know they're doing this shit completely ass backwards.
Oh God. I just don't understand how they didn't fire anyone, bringing this guy, bringing someone from the old fucking, empire when this shit was cooking and get this shit rolling again. You heard the card. I mean, that's a... Yeah.
It holds, and that place holds 5,500 for hockey and 6,200 for basketball. So they were probably writing the check to get out of there that night.
Bruh.
That's fucking nuts.
But you've heard Bischoff, say it. We're doing house shows, and every time we do one, we're losing money. Let's do more.
Well, Austin talks about the era he was in when he comes in, and he talks about, those days, and he's like, man, we're doing house shows. There's 300 people.
I don't understand how that could happen.
Well, that's why they ended up stopping doing house shows at a certain point, but we're years away from that.
Especially with the level of, there's some shitheads in the promotion right now, but there's a lot of talent still here.
It's ridiculous that they had less than 900 with the card that I just read.
I don't understand why each house show, I understand you could be down like halfway full. Halfway.
If you gave, here's the thing. I ain't trying to blow nobody here. Let's assume no Rona, and you gave that card in that prom to Luke in 2020. How many people could y'all draw in New Orleans?
More than 800, bro.
Oh, you go to you could put that at the St. Bernard Civic Center, and you draw 3,000
at the Pontiac Train Center.
I don't know the buildings, but I was thinking 3,000 to 5,000.
Yeah,
that'd be like the Pontiac Train Center, or the Ilario.
Well, again, the Silverdome.
I don't understand.
I'm in a bad mood now. I need something.